Hello, everyone. This is Miss Beth from the Door County Library. We are having virtual visits this summer, and today's virtual visit is with the Animal Clinic of Sturgeon Bay and Dr. Jennifer Grota. So, oh my goodness, she is going to take us on a visit all through the back of the place, and she's going to show us all of the things. I wanted to show you the website for the Animal Clinic of Sturgeon Bay. Where is it? Oh my goodness. So if you go to the old bridge, it's on the west side. So if you take the steel bridge and you go up the hill just a little ways, it's like 1.5 blocks up past where the Maple Street intersection is. So it's right on that road. If you're going up the hill, it's going to be on the left-hand side. It's a little white building, and they do wonderful stuff there. So they're at 130 South Madison Avenue for those of you who are following instructions that way. But this is their website with all of their information on it, and that's just animalclinicofsturgeonbay.com, if you can see over here. So anyway, she is a lovely person, and she and her son did a walkthrough of the back rooms that nobody gets to see. I certainly hope that you guys have as much fun watching as I did. All kinds of things I learned about at going to the vet. Thank you very much, and we will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Animal Clinic of Sturgeon Bay. I'm Dr. Grota, and I wanted to take a few minutes to show you around. This is our waiting area. This is where when families bring their pets in, they would wait to go into an exam room to see a doctor. Come on back this way. When we bring dogs in, this is the scale that we would use to weigh them when they first come for their appointment. If they're tiny dogs or cats, we have a special scale in the exam room to use. This is our reception area. It's usually very busy. Just happen to catch it at a quiet moment right now. We have 3 exam rooms. I'll show you this one. They're all a little different. When a pet comes in for a checkup, their families usually will wait with them in one of the exam rooms until we're ready to see them. If it's a large dog, they get to stay on the floor. If it's a small dog or a cat, we'll put them up on this exam table to take a look at them. And we have a small scale that we can weigh them on if they're too little for our big scale that I just showed you. Every job has tools, so I wanted to show you some of ours. When you come to the doctor, your pets get some of the same things that you do. This is an ophthalmoscope. We use it for looking in the eyes. And then we can switch out the top and turn it into what's called an otoscope to look in the ears. And you may have seen these cones at your doctor's office, but they're a little shorter for people. Dogs and cats have longer ear canals, so you can get down and look in there and see their eardrum with this. We will always listen to the heart and lungs. So we have a couple of different stethoscope sizes. This is the one we most commonly use. And then we also have what's called a pediatric one for puppies and kittens, because their hearts are very tiny. So we like to listen to hearts and lungs. If we need to check their temperatures, we have a thermometer for that. And then oftentimes families will ask us to trim their pets' nails. So we have big clippers for dogs and little ones for cats that look like scissors. Sometimes we have to take x-rays of our patients to see what's going on inside, and we have a picture up here to show you. This is an x-ray of a cat that had kittens. And if you look very closely, you can see the little tiny skulls of the kittens and their backbones. Right in here. And this cat had 4 kittens. Come with me and I'll show you some more. This is our third exam room. Similar but flipped layout from the others. And we have another picture here to show you. This is a picture we took a long time ago of an iguana. My favorite part are the long toes. You can see all the little toes coming. All right, walk this way, I'll show you more. This is our surgery room. We try to keep it very clean for our surgery patients. We have a heated surgery table and it goes up and down so we can adjust the height. We have our monitoring equipment. Just like when a person has surgery, we want to keep track of an animal's heart rate and blood pressure and oxygen level. And keep it as safe as we can. This is our pharmacy area. We have most of the medications that we would need for our patients. We also have access to online pharmacies and the local human pharmacies we'll sometimes call things into if we need something that we don't carry on a regular basis. This is our radiology or x-ray room. So we have a table that we can lay our patients on. This little guy has come to us today for an x-ray. He's not feeling well, so we're going to get a picture and see what's going on.
Starting.
So when we take an x-ray, we have to make sure we take certain precautions that are regulated by the state for everyone's safety. So we wear special protective equipment. This goes on our neck to protect our thyroid, and it's actually lead. And then we also wear a special gown, which you may have seen if you've ever had an x-ray taken. And then we wear a badge. And this badge keeps track of how much radiation I've had in my entire lifetime. So we keep our gown and our thyroid shield on anytime we're taking an x-ray in here, just to make sure that we're not getting radiation. So I have one more x-ray up here to show you. This is a dog, a Labrador, lying on its back, and we needed to get an x-ray of its hips. So these are the hind legs here and the hips. And those are beautiful looking hips. That's just one example of things we can look at when we take an x-ray. We're actually all digital now, so we don't use film anymore. And we get pictures very quickly and can send them to referral practices or specialists who might need to look at them as well.
Okay.
All right, let's go take a look back here. This is our laboratory, and we can do a lot of tests, what we call in-house here. We can do things like look at stool samples on our microscope and check for parasites. These are some of the worms that we might find. We can also look at urine samples or specimens from lumps that dogs and cats might have and try and figure out if they're cancerous or not. We have lots of fun equipment. This is called a centrifuge. It will spin specimens that we need to look at. We can look at urine samples with this machine. These two machines run blood tests for us. We can do things like a complete blood count, chemistry panel, look at kidneys, blood sugar, a lot of the things that a human laboratory would do. Anything that we can't run here, we can send out to what's called a reference laboratory, and we usually get results within a day or two. So that's very helpful too.
Like this.
Come along with me this way. This is our treatment area. It's where we might do things like dental cleanings or cleaning up a wound that an animal has when they don't need to be sedated. It's also our prep area where we would shave an animal and get them cleaned up prior to going into our surgery suite. And also where dogs and cats might spend the day with us. This is Milo, and he's here for the day with us, just hanging out. I know some of you might be interested in what you need to do if you're interested in becoming a veterinarian or a veterinary technician or nurse. It's important to get exposure to animals, whether that's at home or by going to places like the Humane Society to volunteer. That's all very helpful to make sure that you really are comfortable around animals and like working with them. Also very important to work hard in school, take lots of science classes because it is a very heavily science-based field. Vet school itself is 4 years. That's after you've completed an undergraduate program usually. So plan on anywhere from 7 to 8 years of college after high school. That can be a big commitment, so make sure you really like the field. If you ever have the opportunity to work at a vet clinic or even just to come visit for a day, we'll often have students job shadow for a day and make sure that's something they really like. That's how I got started with our family veterinarian, and I also volunteered at a Humane Society and found a lot of joy in that. So if you love animals and you love science, this could be a great field for you. You can learn lots about it at the library, and they also have great books on animals. If you have any questions, please give us a call here at the Animal Clinic of Sturgeon Bay. Thanks for watching.